Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a game known for wordy cards, little rulebooks inscribed onto every card explaining the 3 ways this one little guy is gonna ruin your day. But hidden in plain sight on every Yu-Gi-Oh! Card is a story, depicted through handcrafted art, often spanning multiple years worth of card releases. Today, we are joined by one resident YouTube lore expert, GoldenNova Yu-Gi-Oh!, whose conspiracy theory-esque sleuthing of card art and narrative discovery have captivated the world over. But can he uncover the secrets of the lore when transcribed to the only language known to duelists? Text. So, are you ready to play my twisted game, Mr. Nova?
I've never been more ready in my entire life, Key. Bring it on. I can't wait to see what my power level is at.
I'm going to be reading multiple prompts based off lore cards from the World Legacy series, from the Branded series, and from the Duel Terminal series, and we'll see if you can sleuth your way to finding out what I'm talking about. We'll start off really easy with this. Various bugs and fruits and vegetables cheer on as their strongest synchro monster goes Super Saiyan.
Okay, I was in it until we did the Super Saiyan thing. Now I'm overthinking it.
All right.
Uh-oh. Okay,
Well, keep in mind, this is basic Super Saiyan. We're not talking anything higher than, Super Saiyan 1.
Yeah, okay, so the first part sounded very much like Naturia, right? Like we have all the plants, animals. They are known for their heinous synchro monsters, and there's one that comes to mind that might fit the description is Leo, because that turns into the Guardian of the Sacred Tree. And that's a pretty big power-up. So, I do remember Naturia Blessing was like the new quick play spell where Leo like goes Super Saiyan in that image. Is that the one?
All right, well, if that's what you're locking in, you are officially 1 for 1. Naturia Blessing is the card. We start off too easy.
Okay, yeah, come on, ramp it up for me, buddy. You gotta make me look silly at some point.
All right, how about this one? Now, stop me if you've heard this one before. Ritual Beast Tamer Zephra Empilica, Ritual Beast Tamer Zephra Wendy, Shadow Zephra Core, Shadow Zephra Naga, Satellar Knight Zephra Thuban.
Okay, I'm stopping you right there. Chosen of the Zephra. We're doing the copy-paste card art. Jesus.
I'm glad that that's what everyone knows about this art. That they were just way too lazy, and they were just, copy and pasting them on there.
It boggles my mind. How are we going to care about the lore if you're not going to care to make art about what has to be the ascension of these warriors here to save the planet?
Absolutely. And on this day, where we're so blessed to just get alternate arts for all our favorite cards. I'm sure you've seen the new ones coming out.
Oh, the Luber one is throwing me up a wall. There's so many details in there. The biggest one of all.
This 3v3 showdown has a clear favorite. What if meta and raw attack points are concerned? Let's just hope the downpour doesn't drown out any of the combatants.
3v3. What was that middle part about high attack points?
What if meta and raw attack points are concerned? One side is filled with meta staples, we'll say. The other one, I don't even know if the average person could name the other 3 cards, to be honest with you.
3v3. The art that kind of describes this showdown at Fire Island or something, because it has the Fire King cards in there fighting the Atlanteans.
I'm gonna steer you in a different direction. I think the word showdown is catching you up a little bit here.
Downpour.
How about stare down? Stare down's a good word. No fighting, but we're kind of menacing each other here.
Actually happening. They're just looking at each other. Downpour was a big word in
the
that
second
one.
half of that clue is more important. The downpour doesn't drown out any of the combatants.
Drown out. Oh, what? Oh no.
How about this? The drowning out of a combatant is very specific to one of the fighters. And this is real life lore, not card lore.
What? Huh?
Which branded lore card is worried about drowning, but not in the in-universe lore, but in Twitter lore?
In Twitter lore? You're gonna have to give it to me. I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, you're gonna have to draft a Twitter lore explained video. The card of question is Sword Soul Emergence.
Okay, and how does Twitter factor into this? Please tell me.
Are you not familiar with the if my girl and Moye were drowning?
In the Well then,
Now the
okay.
unfortunate part is now we're getting into medium territory.
Woof.
This next one's one of my favorite cards. And thus Saint Ecclesia reached one hand high into the sky and proclaimed to the heavens, Maximus, how big was the gat?
Okay, so I think I know what card we're talking about here. Ecclesia reaching up into the sky, and Maximus is there. It's that trap card with like all of like the souls that are like in the eye form dripping from the sky. It's not Dogmatic Calamity.
That card also
spell.
features him showing
It does.
how big the gat is.
Yeah. Is it at least a Dogmatica card? Was I right on that one?
It is a Dogmatica card.
Okay.
The card is Dogmatica Turgy.
Magicaturgy, okay.
Let's move on to this one. Amid a pitched battle, the monstrosity on the tower activates his Go-Go Gadget Extendo arms to grab at his opponent's weapon far below.
See, this is wild, because now I know exactly what you're talking about. This is gonna look really funny interspersed with like 10 minutes of me going,
That's my
the Go-Go Gadget extending arms was the perfect way to describe what happens when a Luber uses his power to reach out. This is Branded Opening.
Ding, ding, ding. That's another one in your point box. Branded Opening. But now we have to get into our curtain call because we are moving into the hard cards now. Let's see if you can get one of them. I'd be impressed. The beast merrily drags both its prey deeper and deeper into its territory, though the other inhabitants of the dwelling seem fixated on a different development.
Okay, if misdirection and deception are the goals here...
You wounded me. What do you mean? I'm trying to be transparent.
Right, of course. So some kind of beast, so... Yeah. Take me from flabbergasted to just gasted. Could I have a... let me know what hint number 1 is.
This is not a winged beast, which merrily drags both its prey deeper and deeper into its territory. Nor is it a beast warrior.
It is a beast. The beast is a beast, specifically, of the tri-types. Going through the beasts that exist in all of these lores. We've already covered Naturia, but Naturia... The only beasts that exist are the fabled. Ritual beasts are, like, Gem Knight types.
How many beasts are out there wearing a smile everywhere they go?
Happy. Well, I mean, there's Kit. God damn it. It's the Springan's trap card. Kit's dragging Ecclesia and Ecclesia and Albaz somewhere, but everyone's looking at the desert hole where the Great Serpent of Golgonda is. God damn.
The card is Springan's Call.
Springan's Call. There we go. Okay.
All right, now for perhaps my magnum opus.
All right.
With the help of both mommy and daddy, the boy learns about the bird, and the girl learns about the Z's.
The birds and the Z's.
The birds and the Z's. We got 4 characters here.
4 characters in the art. Okay, so the Z's is what really stands out to me. I more like feel like it's about like sleeping, like catching some Z's. Another like archetype where a lot of these concepts feel like they tie in with is actually worms. Like there's the king and the queen, and the idea is that they're all named A to Z.
My legal team has advised me that saying that there are 4 characters is a little disingenuous.
When you say that, now I'm back on worms. Because Worm Prince is him, and there's 3 Worm Apocalypses like dancing with him.
Whoa, no. Be careful about throwing around that he's him thing.
Pronouns.
He's him. Well, no, I mean, just, he ain't him, he ain't all that.
Shut
He ain't him.
Shut up. Shut up!
How about this? What about mother and father? What about mom and dad?
Yeah, we chose mommy and daddy because of the thirst factor. Some people out there who want the wormussy, they're clamoring
I was
for
waiting for you to mention that.
Like, it still feels like we're focusing on some kind of actual family dynamic, not like calling them mommy and daddy for the bit.
It's closer to the bit. I'll give you that.
Okay. I've heard people call Shrek daddy.
Careful,
no.
because
Oh no. Okay, no. I got it now. It's Tri-Brigade Oath.
he
There it
figured
is.
it out.
There it is. Okay, the Z's. When I said sleepy, I was there right at the beginning, and I veered completely off course. Yeah, Ecclesia is asleep in Farigite's lap, very mommy. And then sure it is, of course, he's giving Albaz Mercurier about the bird.
And that's why I said
so...
legally there might be more characters in this one.
Okay, I see what you mean now. You're right.
Well, I do want to thank you for joining me. This has been eye-opening. It says lore expert. I expected a little better.
I'm gonna have to insist that I get the salty run back at some point. Still kicking myself for not being on top of the drowning thing. No, actually, the one that I'm most upset about is that you had Ecclesia say the word gat.
You don't think she'd say that?
Absolutely not.
Did you see the new card art for Cartesia?
Yeah, that's Cartesia, different character.
Whatever. Well, I guess that's it. I don't even know how to close this at this point.